So, hello everyone. Welcome back to Nicole Myths, Astrology and Tarot. These are the full moon in Scorpio, secret codename readings. This is the Shedding the Old themed secret codename readings. All right, this is secret codename Pegasus. For those of you not familiar with how these secret codename readings work, individuals go to my Etsy shop. It is linked in the description. All right, they go to my Etsy shop and they book the secret codename events for the current moon event, next moon event, whatever it is, and I let them know that I got them and give them their secret code name so that they know which secret code name reading is their personal reading. All right, it's me giving them a personal reading. The beauty of these events is, because of the secret code names, if you resonate with them in divine time, whenever they cross your path, there is most likely a message in there for you. All right, there is most likely a message in there for you. If you'd like your own, you can do what they did. Go to my Etsy shop and book one. All right, and you will have a personal reading from me next moon event. All right, for those of you not familiar with me or the channel and you're new, please be aware I've got no filter. I do not sugarcoat myself, my messages at all. I just read how I read. Whatever comes out of my mouth comes out of my mouth. Okay, so you've been fair warned. Here we go. Without further ado, secret code name Pegasus, right? So Spirit, please. What is being shed? What is being shed? Or necessary to be shed. Right, shedding of the old. What is being shed? For secret code name Pegasus and those who resonate to it in divine time. All right, clarities, please. Someone else got this combination. I wonder if it was the White Queen. They literally got that card clarified by the other card. We've got the 4 of coins on bottom and the 2 of coins on top. So I think you're really well aware that you need to better prioritize your energy. Like, you can't be so focused on one thing that other things fall behind. You can't be so focused on work that you lose touch with your relationships. You can't be so focused on your relationships that you lose touch with your friendships. You can't be so focused on your friendships that you lose touch with your family. You know what I mean? You can't be so, you know, consumed and focused on your family that you lose touch with time for yourself, right? There's a balance to things. And I think you're consciously aware that everything needs to hold equal priority, and that maybe you just simply need to open up about that and let go of control and stop letting other people dictate where you spend your time and just start choosing it. Okay? That you would just start choosing where you spend your time, because you know what's fallen to the wayside and what hasn't. No more giving in, right? Shedding the old who might have been more of a pushover instead of someone who truly takes the lead and manifests, because we do have multiple ones out here. We got the Magician, clarified by the Ace of Wands, New Vitality. This is where you open up the box of self and start letting your own energy take form, right? Becoming enveloped in your own spiritual essence, your own energy, and breathing new life into it, where you are the creator of your reality, not other people. We also have the Take the Lead cards, clarified by the 6 of Cups, which is Sacred Soulmate, right? If you want to be closer to people, then you have to make time for them and reach out for them, you know, or to them, and consider them, maybe go to where they are instead of them coming to where you are type thing. Like, you're going to have to take the lead if something's important to you. It's not always going to be about them having to come to you all the time, because you're busy with other things. Like, if this person means something to you, then you're going to have to consider it and make time for them, because that's what's going to strengthen the bonds and set a foundation where your sacral chakra heals, your ability to create the life you want. If you're drawn to a sacred soulmate and you want to spend more time with them, like, you need to be able to initiate that and walk that path and claim the fact that you want to spend more time with them. They might be busy and have a lot of other things going on and need to remember that they're a priority too. And maybe, you even, because we don't always have to spend an hour or 2 hours or a whole day with someone. Just be like, hey, if you're here, I'm going to swing by literally for like a minute or two and drop something off to you. Or I'm passing through, like, I'm not trying to distract you, but I wanted to, whatever, like I said, drop something off or something. Like, I was thinking of you and you drop them off something, whatever it is. But making time to show up for others in a way that they can value and appreciate without necessarily taking time away from the other things that they're balancing in priority, right? The other things that are balancing for them. Because you don't want to be a distraction. You want to be something beneficial to their energy, because that's what you would want, right? Someone who's not going to distract you from your other priorities that need to stay in balance, but who will also benefit your energy, and you get what you give. It's understanding that. Right? It's understanding that. I think you definitely need to shed this old idea of either 1, being a burden, 2, being invasive, or 3, having no time and making others feel like, well, they have to reach out to me. If they don't reach out to me, then they don't care. Well, maybe they do care, but maybe they're trying to hold a bunch of things in balance, and you've got to take the lead and lead by example. Show them, like, hey, you don't always have to, sacrifice a ton of yourself, but you can show up with just enough of yourself, and that's plenty, because we're not throwing things out of balance. You know what I mean? We're keeping things in balance, including each other, right? So what's the guidance then, Spirit? Divine will, spiritual destiny, higher soul contract, soul spouse. That's my soul spouse card. Because whoever the sacred soulmate is, I think they're worth the fucking time. This isn't about over-giving or overtaking. It's about balanced give and take and understanding. Like, hey, you matter. Even if you're busy, you still matter. And I'm not going to distract you from your busy, but I matter. I'm busy too. And I want to invest in you, and I matter. So I'm going to take a couple minutes and just be present. Because a little goes a long way sometimes. And life won't always be crazy busy. But damn if you're not going to fertilize the seed, you know what I mean? Like, okay, the seed's in the ground. It'll grow. But it'll grow faster, it'll grow more beautiful, it'll grow stronger if you fertilize it every now and then. You're not trying to uproot the seed and put it in a place or an environment where it's going to grow faster. It's like, listen, this is the environment you're in, this is where you're at. I'm going to give the best consideration to your process growing as I can. I'm going to be the best benefit that I can. I'm not going to be a distraction or a burden, because that's the last thing I would want to do to you. That's the last thing I would want anybody to do to me. Right? It's understanding that. Because I think whoever they are, it's worth it. So I think maybe you're shedding this old manipulative pattern of thought that would have you say, well, if they don't spend time on me, then they're not interested, or if they're like this, then that's the way they are. And there's almost like a wasp. Like I'm getting this visual of a wasp, like a sting type energy, and it's not necessary. Like if someone's worth it, like let them grow and be, and just nurture their energy. Just be a benefit. I think they will greatly appreciate it. Whether it's a friend or a romantic partner or whoever is meant to be with you and grow old with you, because that's what this is. That's the kind of person that you can grow old with and enjoy into your old age. That's how healthy relationships are formed. It's picking up where you left off, no matter how much time has passed, and not being offended in the meantime, because you know how to create your own vitality. You know how to feed your own life force. You know, it's almost a good thing that they're busy with their own priorities, because they're not up your ass distracting you from yours, and you got magical shit to do too. You know what I mean? Like, you've got other things to do. It's a wonderful scenario where you can build. I think you just need to open up and break those chains type thing, you know, because you learned energetic thievery, whether you were the energetic thief or dealt with energetic thieves or both. You've dealt with people who try and be the most important thing. Prove to me I'm important. You've been around or experienced or been in that energy, and that's not, nothing healthy ever comes from that. Nothing long-term ever comes from that. And I think that's what you're letting go of. All right. I think that's what you're shedding. And I think that wonderful stuff will come of it. I think you will be joy-filled by the time it is all said and done. All right, so drop a like if you haven't already. Leave me a comment if it resonated with you, especially if it wasn't your secret code name. And I will see you again soon. See ya.